हेलो। सो इन टुडेज वीडियो हम जो डिस्कस करने वाले हैं वो है गुड्स एज पर द सेल ऑफ गुड्स एक्ट। सबसे पहला गुड्स होता क्या है? एज डिफाइंड अंडर सेक्शन 2 सबसेक्शन 7 गुड्स का मतलब क्या होता है? इफ यू लुक एट द डेफिनेशन इट सेज गुड्स मीन्स एनी मूवेबल गुड्स। गुड्स मीन्स एनी मूवेबल गुड्स other than money and actionable claims. So when I say goods, what is the meaning of this word goods? It means money and actionable claims. Now, do I need to explain this term money to you? I guess not. You already know what is money, right? You all carry it in your wallets, correct? What is actionable claims? Now, how do I define this term claims? When someone owes you money, when someone owes you money, can we say it is a claim? Yes or no? So when someone owes you money, it is a claim. What is actionable? For which a case can be, an action can be got in the court. When we say actionable, it means what? For which an action can be brought in the court. That means a claim which can be sued in the court of law. So if we put it together, what is actionable claims? Any unsecured debts which can be enforced in the court. What is actionable claims? Any unsecured debts which can be enforced in the court. So any debt is not considered as goods. Any debt which any money, sum of money that someone owes you is not considered as goods. Now what about this term trees? What about this term trees? So we were talking about this term tree. Would this tree be considered as goods? Now, what Act says is, yes, they are goods, but provided they are detached from the land at the time of sale. So, growing crops, grass, trees, everything is considered as goods, but then you have to detach them from the land at the time of sale. But if you sell them along with the land, it is not considered as goods. So is growing crops, grass, trees, everything a good? Yes. Anything which is a part of the land is goods, provided we sever them from the land at the time of sale. That is, we cut them off like this. But when we sell them along with the land, it is not considered as goods. Goodwill, patent, trademark, water, electricity, gas, old rare coins, everything is considered as goods. Now, under the Sale of Goods Act, the term goods are classified under three heads. Under the Sale of Goods Act, the term goods is classified under three heads. What are the three heads? Existing, future, my laptop is acting weird, and contingent. Existing, future and contingent. Existing can again be classified under three heads. The first one is specific, the second one ascertained, and the third one unascertained. So we are going to discuss these three terms, that is the different classifications of goods under the Sale of Goods Act. So first I'll give you the definition of all the three words, and with the same example I want to tell you the difference between the three. So I hope you have your books in front of you. So if you look at the definition of existing goods means the goods which are in the possession of the seller at the time of contract. That means when the seller contracts to sell these goods, he already has the possession of these goods. Goods which are in the possession of the seller at the time of contract. Now, future goods. What is future goods? They are, obviously the name is saying, I don't have the goods when I contract to sell you, but after the contract is made, I am going to acquire the goods. Goods which are not in the possession of the seller, but will be procured or produced or manufactured by him after the contract is made. That is, the seller does not have the goods. But after the contract is made, he is going to, if he is a producer, produce them. If he is a manufacturer, he is going to manufacture them, and if he is going to get it from someone, he will procure and then sell it. So I don't have the goods, but after the contract is made, I am going to get the goods. Contingent. I don't have the goods. I don't know whether I'll get the goods or not. If I get, I'll sell. Otherwise, I'll not sell. Goods, the acquisition of which by the seller depends upon a contingency. That is, I may get the goods, I may not get the goods. If I get the goods, I will sell you. If I don't, I will not. A has a car. He says to B, I want to sell you this car. Since A already has the possession of the car, we call it as existing goods. A says to B, I will sell you the car which I get from C. Now, A does not have the car, but he is going to procure it from C and then sell it to B. This is what? Future goods. A says to B, if I am able to get the goods, I will sell it to you. If I am able to procure the goods, I will sell it to you. I don't have the goods, I will get it, I'll sell. So, A says to B, if I get the car from C, I will sell it to you. Here, I am not sure whether I'll get the car or not. If I get the car, I will sell. If I don't get the car, I will not sell. This is contingent. Let's take another example. Let's say a farmer has a sack full of potatoes. He has a sack full of potatoes and he says to the buyer, I want to sell these potatoes to you. What kind of goods are these? Existing. These goods are what? Existing. The seller has them when he contracts to sell them. All the potatoes that I grow on my field, I will sell it to you. All the potatoes that I grow on my field, I will sell it to you. This is what? Future. This is future. If I am able to grow potatoes on my field, I will sell it to you. This is what? Contingent. In the second case, I am very sure that I am going to get the potatoes, and if I get it, I am going to sell it to you. But in the third case, I am not sure I will get the potatoes or not. If I get, I will sell. If I don't get, I will not sell. This is what? Contingent. Now, in the second case, if A does not get the car from C, can B claim damages? Yes. But in the third case, that is contingent goods, if A is not able to get the car from C, then can B sue A? No, because it is contingent. It is dependent on that event which may or may not happen. So, I repeat again, existing goods are those goods which the seller has when he contracts to sell them. Future goods, I don't have them, but I will procure them after the contract is made, or produce them or manufacture them. Contingent, I don't know I will get the goods or not. If I get, I will sell. If I don't get, I will not sell. Now, this existing, I hope everyone understood this classification. Now, these existing goods can again be further classified into specific, ascertained and unascertained. I am going to tell you to underline the words. These three words we find so confusing, so complicated and so similar, we are not able to understand. I want you to underline the key words in the definition that I tell you. Specific. Goods which are identified and agreed upon. Goods which are identified and agreed upon at the time of contract. Goods which are identified and agreed upon at the time of contract. Please underline identify and agree. And at time of contract. I am going to give you the same examples for the three to differentiate. So, please let's go to the definitions and then we will go into the example part. Ascertain, goods which are identified and agreed upon. Goods which are identified and agreed upon subsequent to the formation of the contract. Goods which are identified and agreed upon subsequent to the formation of the contract. Please underline identified and agreed subsequent to the formation. Then unascertained, goods which are neither identified nor agreed upon. Goods which are neither identified nor agreed upon, but a mere description of the goods are given. Goods which are neither identified nor agreed upon, but a mere description of the goods are given. Underline not identified or agreed upon, and underline description. Please understand. Now let us say, I go to the shop. I want all of your attention here to what I am saying. I go to the shop and I say, I want this pen. What kind of goods are these? Specific. What kind of goods are these? Specific. I go to the store and I say, I want a pen which I can use to write on my HP laptop. What kind of goods are these? Unascertained. Listen carefully. I don't want you to explain anything. I just want you to listen to what I am saying. I go to the store and I say I want a pen which can write on HP laptop. What kind of goods are these? Unascertained. When as per my description, the shopkeeper takes out the goods, the shopkeeper has ascertained the goods. I go to the store and I say I want, let's say, this mic. What kind of goods are these? What kind of goods are these? Specific. I go to the store and I say I want a Ahuja mic, a small collar mic. What kind of goods are these? Unascertained. When as per my description, the shopkeeper takes out the goods. What has he done? He has ascertained the goods. So one thing that we very importantly need to understand is when I describe the goods, it is unascertained. And when I identify the goods, it is specific. Ascertain shall never exist without unascertain. It is always unascertain goods which are ascertain. What is specific? Identify. And what is unascertain? Describe. Ma'am, when I say I want a iPhone X, 10X, whatever, a phone, isn't it identifying? No. When you go to the shop and say I want this mobile phone, that is identifying. When you give a description, ma'am, branding is description or its identification is description. Branding is not identifying the goods, that is also considered as description. So when even if I give the brand of the goods, it is unascertained goods. When as per my description, the goods are taken out, the goods have been ascertained. So let's take one last example for the same. Let us say you go to the store to purchase a pen. So you go to the store to purchase a pen. And you point out that this is the pen. You point out that this is the pen that I want. It is what? This is specific. You go to the shop and you say to the shopkeeper, I want a Cello Technotip blue pen. You say to the seller, I want a Cello Technotip blue pen. Please understand, you are not identifying the goods, you are just describing. Branding is description, it is unascertained. When as per the description, the seller takes out the goods, the seller has what? He has ascertained the goods. What has the seller done? He has ascertained the goods. I hope it's clear to everyone. If you like the video, do subscribe to the channel and give your valuable comments and likes, because that keeps us motivated to make new videos. Thank you so much. Happy learning and stay motivated.